Hola.
My name is Bárbara Pérez, and I'm from Madrid.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and we're going to start with this piece. It's for outdoors, a piece of land art. It's a water ring, I call it, and it's handmade by threading with this tool that looks like a compass. So because the geometry is quite complex, it's been very difficult to produce it. It's very easy. It's like a fountain, like the classical reinterpretation of the fountain, and it's meant to collect rainwater.
That's what I guessed, yeah.
Yes, and then keep these little portions of water for as long as we can, and then filter it back to the ground. This is all about this idea of every time we build, we generate this impermeable surface, and the soil beneath us never gets water again. That's what happens in cities.
Yes, and why we're losing our groundwater.
Yeah.
When
So this is all about collecting rainwater so that we don't drown when it rains a lot or when it rains too little. As an architect, I'm trained that the moment that the drop of water runs into my roof, I have to send it as quickly as possible to the sewage. Now these pieces you're going to see now are exactly the opposite exercise. So now I'm going to show you these spheres that again, they're made out of clay and they've been inside the oven, and they're supposed to be filled up with water. So the part that doesn't have any color, the white one, drains back the water very slowly to the soil.
So it's permeable, the bottom half.
Yeah, this
I
bottom
see,
half,
right.
it's permeable. So they're meant to be in a garden or in a flower pot. And it's always about this same idea of keeping a portion of water within shadow and to filter it back to the ground very slowly. The third one are these water vapors. And again, I really don't like flat surfaces or orthogonal surfaces, so I always have one that comes out and one that comes in. This one directs the water into this one and also produces shadows. Again, when it rains, this gets filled up with water and it drains back to the soil as slowly as possible.
Amazing. And that's why you've got the dirt here to sort of suggest the placement of these pieces, right?
Now this is red oak, this piece here, it's red oak.
That's red oak, okay.
Scotia is an old term defined in the book of Vignola of the 5 orders of architecture. And Scotia means darkness and shadow. So in modern architecture we get all these seams and corners naked, while in classical times you would always have a piece to finish them.
Oh, I see.
Now this was confused to be an ornament. It's never an ornament. It makes things last longer. It protects all the seams, and within this orthogonal world where everything is stored very efficiently and assembled very efficiently, I claim constantly within this exhibition to solve constructively the curve. So these arches, they have this section, okay? And it's all going up, and it's all the way of making this a modular arch. 4 of these make up this column.
Oh, wow.
So these arches, they're all independent and you can configure them separately if you wish.
Wow.
I love technology, but I love even more craft. So I work with a lot of craftsmen that teach me and take the time, because I believe this is really the living heritage of the country. And I'm scared technology we lose them, because some of them, they're there without an apprentice, and all their knowledge has been accumulated through centuries, and also through a life of work. Because these are things you learn very slowly.
Yes.
To do them properly. It's not something you can do for 1 year and that's
right.
it, you know?
Yes.
So all these pieces, they're made in stucco. Stucco is a technique from the Roman times, 2,000 years ago, and it's the human way of making stone. So, for example, this piece, it's all done with pigments from different parts of the soil, from different parts of the world, and there's not one single ingredient here that comes from petrol. It's all natural. So all the binding is done with this soup of bones, of cartilage. That is what makes everything go together. And then there's a process of sanding by hand each piece. This is why it shines. It's been very, very polished by hand, and you have to do it in 7 times before it starts to get glossy. So, yeah, it's a beautiful.
How heavy is it, would you say?
Sorry?
How heavy is it?
It's 28 kilos.
48 kilos. Okay.
So, yeah, it's heavy, but
It's
not
heavy.
much.
Yeah. And then is it structurally sound if you hang it? It's not too delicate?
No, it's super strong. It's like stone.
It is, so yeah, it's very, right.
If you can see the back, you will understand.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. No, they're very strong. Very strong. So again, these pieces here, they look like books.
Yes.
And they're quite obsessive because they come in one inside each other, and they're modular. And it's all about the corner and how we avoid the corner and how we avoid the seam, regardless if it's coming out or if it's coming in. You see? So.
Wow, just brilliant.
This is the story of the 3 sparrows that they find a little trick in a balcony, which is a tube full of food. And so they feel very happy and they eat a lot and they get fat. So fat, they can't fly. But they can't stop, so the first one starts rolling and falls. And the cats eat it.
Wow.
So the second one starts rolling and falls. And then again the cats eat it. And the third one is there alone and scared. And he understands that unless he loses weight, he's gonna die. So he becomes very strong, loses the weight, and flies. This comes with a poem and with this piece. That represents the cubes where you can fit them. This is about gluttony and laziness, which are pecados capitales. How do you say that in the Bible? The main things.
One of the great the
sins.
Sins, yeah. Right.
But it's not only about gluttony and laziness.
Right.
It's about anything that makes your life very comfortable and then you lose your freedom. And I'm sure all of you can think of examples in your life that produce this effect, no? You become very comfortable and then you realize you can't move. It's like wearing a concrete boots. And it goes through almost anything, no? From, I don't know. And it's very personal. I think everyone can.
I agree. Yeah. I'm fascinated with gluttony.
Yeah.
And so these tubes are.
These tubes, they're made out of clay, and these are 3D printed. And,
They're 3D printed.
Yeah, and well, they come along with this story. This story, I also got this book from the late 18th century for kids that it's called Strudelpeter. It's a German book, and it's fascinating because it's very straightforward. So it says, if you play with matches, you will get burned and you die. If you don't eat, you will get sick and you will die. If you play with scissors, you will cut yourself, bleed out and die. So in every page the kid dies, you know, and somehow in this world everything became a bit like butter, no? We're afraid to say anything or to be quite direct, and I think we shouldn't.
Yeah.
So now the other room is a lot easier to understand because
Okay.
it's a bit of, we go to another scale.
It references this,
Yeah.
and then I was wondering about this piece as well.
It's a beautiful piece.
Is that 3D print?
It's a 3D print that represents the preliminary studies for the paving you've seen there. It's beautiful shadows. It's always about the positive and the negative, the male and the female, no, and everything avoiding whatever it's flat, because the nature is not flat.
Right.
Nature we don't find in straight lines.
Yes.
So here you have the little models for the arches, and you can understand very well why
I
they're
see.
independent and how you can arrange them differently, and why it's a modular process
it's
where
beautiful.
the section is constant, but you can get almost any curve depending on the angle in which you cut and slice.
Oh, I see, right.
Yeah.
And then you run, there's holes in it, so you can...
Yeah. This is kind of a whistling model. It's so funny, like. Then we have more classic pieces here made out of stucco. This is the same,
Same concept as...
but it's a brick. Okay, these ones were
That's a whole brick and
carved
then-
in stone, even though we also have them in the other material. Here you have an example of how it can be assembled in a garden.
Wow, that's great. That's just great.
Yeah.
And then...
And this is the toy.
Oh, there's a toy.
Yeah, so you can make your own
beautiful.
tiny wall.
Wow.
Here we have all these pavers a bit outside their context, and they're made in this very valuable stucco material. And they are representing all the classical marbles that are produced in nature. And back in the Roman times, they were assigned to the different families, and these families were the only ones that could use it. For example, this one, that is Campan marble, was exclusively for the Julius Caesar family. So only their houses could be using this stone.
Interesting. Wow.
And all these are little models that they all wish to be big. So this is a square, and it's seamless here. And then you can also pile it up.
Oh, wow.
You can stack them up.
Wow. So again, efficient like the arches, a lot of versions
and trying to make it efficient.
efficient.
Curve.
Yes. An efficient curve.
Yeah.
Right.
And the same with these, they're all stable.
Oh, wow.
In all of their... So I wish all of them become big one day. This is a sea urchin, and I did make it big.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was a 5-meter piece. You can lodge in. It's an inhabitable sculpture.
It's inhabitable sculpture, wow.
Yeah, yeah. It represents my childhood, the happiness in my childhood, and I used to go into the sea, pick the skeletons, and then look inside and think, wow, he has an incredible house.
Wow.
So here you have more stucco.
Are these hard to make? These are marble, right?
Yes, these are all done by hand, by this very tedious process I've just told you.
Yes.
About sanding by hand, and it's like stone, no? So I wanted to...
Did you do these yourself, or was there an artisan who did the work?
No, I do it myself. It took me a very long time, both to make them and to learn how to do it. I had this master, called Luis Prieto, and he is, I owe him a lot because he spent so much time with me and teaching me about color and about the technique, and helping me how to figure out all the process as well.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, there's incredible depth of color. And also your hands are not rough.
well, I've been preparing myself for the exhibition, but no, you have to see me on a daily basis.
Okay.
I'm normally full of dust. And these are stucco pieces represented in the marble, Portor marble, which is one of the most expensive marbles produced by the mountains.
Wow.
And again, some tiny pavers, very nicely framed, also outside their own context.
Yeah, the box frame is beautiful for these pieces. Yeah,
it's
really.
been very carefully thought of.
Very lovely. And very architectural, obviously.
Yeah.
Mind of an architect. Wow.
And this will be it.
And the word curvum, that's curve.
It's curved in Latin.
It's curve in Latin, not Spanish.
No.
Okay, now I get it. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's all about the curves.
Right.
It's all about how to make curves viable against flatness and straight lines. And
right.
Every time I make a big piece, I make a tuna tin.
Oh,
of
every
stucco.
time?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
the same material that you're
we
using
call
the big
them
piece.
Witness of color. Witness of color.
A witness of color. They're like samples in a way
Yeah.
of the process, but also work unto themselves.
Yeah, we register the color like this. Yeah.
And that's the perfect presentation.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you have a lot of